And I can honestly say I wouldn't have got that bite if it wasn't for my Livescope. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't been out in about 3 weeks. I've just been busy with life, kids, getting cars, getting driver's licenses. The A-rig orders around this time of year, they were just pouring in. I do have the LVS 32 on the front of my trolling motor now. Let's get on the water, man. I'm just sitting here looking at the lake and I need to go. I'm finally in the water. It is about 8:45. Water temp is 44.42. So in the 3 weeks that I haven't been here, the water temps actually dropped. I'm recording now on an Osmo action camera. I know I got the motor on, but I wanted to compare between the GoPros and this Osmo action. The GoPros, man, they would just lock up on me. I'm talking about 10 times a day. I had a GoPro Hero 9, a GoPro Hero 10, and a GoPro Hero 5. And the 5 was the best one out of all three. I got the new Panoptix, the LVS 32 and the GLS 10 box finally. Got that all hooked up. I'm just happy to be out, man. I'm so happy to be out. I got some sun right now. I'm gonna enjoy it. Let's get out of here. My first opinion of Panoptix is it sucks. Where's my fancy little screen? I have no idea what to do. Well, I guess that's why I'm out here testing them. Oh, look at that! I just reset it to defaults and it's working. Hooray! I think I'll take off all the little up and down lines. I just need the distance, and I'm going to try and clean that up. I know there's some settings I can do to make it a little or a lot more clear than that. Check this out. That right there is a fish. I've been watching it and it keeps swimming. You can see it moving right now. Oh, hopefully you can see it moving. It's right there. Oh, this is crazy. That's a big one, man. Once you learn this thing, this is gonna be insane. I need to get rid of some of the clutter on there, but I'm having a hard time seeing some of my baits. Oops, I just hit that tree. I was throwing a jerk bait, and boy, I could see him come to my jerk bait, and I'm getting all excited and everything, and they don't hit it. I just had my first hit. He's hitting it right now. Come on, buddy. I think he's on. I'm going to set the hook. There he is. And I can honestly say I wouldn't have got that bite if it wasn't for my Livescope. Man, I seen those guys. I got on this little rock pile over here. Just moved my Livescope around until I seen some fish swimming around. Cast it out in that general direction and boom. Man, I don't know about this Livescope stuff in tournaments, dude. I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, if I can figure this stuff out in 3 hours, just think of what the pros are doing. I mean, that's a good solid fulsome bass right there. Wow. Okay, I did zero out my scale. I don't know if you can see that or not. My batteries almost seem like they're faded. Ooh, this angle is pretty bad. All right, he's 198. Not bad. Again, wasn't for that Livescope, I wouldn't have cast it over there, because I came up to fish this buoy right here, and I was actually pointing it out this way, and I seen him swimming around. So I cast it out that direction, and I don't know, in like a minute, he hit it. All right, buddy, thank you for biting. Nice solid 2-pounder and about 30 foot. I was just using it to find, you can see like rock piles and stuff. You know, it's incredible for just moving over the contours of the bottom and finding, you know, the left side, the right side of structure. Dude, there's a fish right there looking at my drop shot right now. That bright thing right there in the middle, my drop shot is right there. He came rushing in there after that. You can kind of see him swimming right there. I'm sure it's hard to pick it up on video, but man, this is crazy. You're looking at my drop shot. Now you kind of see how he's swimming on top of that rock, swimming away. Now he's gone. Now I'll just move my Livescope around until I find him. There he is. I know this is going to be impossible to see on YouTube, but man, this is insane. He actually, oh, there he is. Go back. There he is. Another one. Thank you, Livescope. Doesn't feel big at all. It was just like a little guy. But again, seen one swimming in that general area. Oh, he's all right. And cast over there and picked them up. I guess I could have just flung them in the boat. And yes, that's my pizza warming up, trying to, but it's not very warm out here. Bass number 2 for Livescope. Cool. It's probably, I don't know, a pounder. $138. Sweet. Fish number 2 on Livescope. Thanks, Livescope. All right, big guy. Let's get you back in the water. Bloop, bloop. See you, buddy. I found a little bush there, and I don't know if you can see that. That's a little fish there. But I threw my drop shot over there, and about 2 or 3 fish went right down to it. I mean, it's hard to see fish on the bottom, but boy, when you see them in the water column, they're just, I mean, it's obvious. I mean, they're a bright spot just swimming around. First bait fish ball that I've seen on the graph. First one I've seen today. That's cool. Oh, dude, did you see the fish going underneath it for? Oh, that was awesome. That's the thing. There's a 0 right there, so that's supposed to be right under the boat, I guess. Oh yeah, look at the bait ball there on the sonar. That was cool, seeing that live action, that fish going through the bait ball. Oh, that was so neat. My main goal today was to come out, learn the Panoptics, and I think I accomplished that. I didn't learn it, like learn it, but I was able to, I mean, I started out this morning with just a black screen on my Panoptics. So in that regard, I think it was a win for the day. I got it to actually show up. I still have to learn how to use the gain and the contrast or brightness, which I guess is gain. I've got to go look up some settings online and see what everybody else is setting their settings to. I ended up just putting the gain and the range and depth just on auto. It looks like the bass are starting to get into pre-spawn. I was on the peninsula almost the entire day. I got here at 8:30 this morning, got to my first spot at 8:45. I played around with the Panoptics for about an hour and 20 minutes. But I stayed there on the peninsula from the tip of the peninsula until about 1:30. And then I wanted to go check a couple other spots that I've got that are pretty good for when the bass start staging for pre-spawn. And they were there. I lost one. I had about 4 other bites in the span of an hour. I just couldn't get them to just take the bait. They were coming up and just nipping at the tail. kept pulling the little flatworm off my hook. So I went through like 3 of them. One of the places that I checked, it was just off of a ledge onto a flat on a point that leads into a cove where I know they spawn. And as soon as I got there, man, I dropped that Livescope down and I could just see them freaking moving everywhere. They were not staying still either. They were swimming all over the place. They were really obvious on my Panoptics. I should have moved off that peninsula sooner, but you know, I caught my only 2 fish of the day off the peninsula, so maybe, I don't know, I think I did okay. I'm going to be doing some opens here pretty soon. In about another month or so, I'm going to start doing some opens. I just want to learn that Panoptics a little bit better. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.